Well, well, well. You guys, Prime Dana White cooked. He's back. He's back in his prime. Alrighty. So, first fight. We have Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. Um, don't really know what happens if he wins. Does he jump Ian Gary in the line, even though he just lost to him? And as for Leon Edwards, he's obviously not going to get a title shot off of this, so the only really thing that we get here out of this is entertainment value. We get two strikers, so that's always going to be fun, but this is just more of a fun fight. This isn't going to move the division too much, unless Protest wins. Then he'd probably get a number one contenders fight. He's coming off of his win over Jeff Neal, where he got his spinning elbow KO. This is pretty fun to watch. I was coming home from work and just in time got to miss it, but I did get to catch Leron Murphy, so there's that at least. Leon Edwards just lost to Sean Brady, and then before that Bilal Muhammad, and before that he fought Colby Covington to a very boring 49-46 decision. So it's about time he's gotten a striker. Knowing him, he's probably going to somehow make that boring too. Not really a whole lot to talk about. This is going to be fun once it happens, but I can't say I'm that hyped for it. Valentina Shevchenko and Zhang Weili, however. Very hyped for this. I've got Weili. I think Shevchenko is very good. However, I do think Weili is better. I believe that she's younger. And she's had to fight harder competition. I can't imagine that the size will be that much of a difference. She just fought Tatiana Suarez, who kind of was able to bully her the first round, but then after that it was all a wrap. Weili was even able to take her down. So I can't really see Shevchenko's wrestling being that much of a threat. And Shevchenko's getting old now too, so I get the feeling that Weili is going to clean up. This is easily the most exciting women's fight that's happened in the last 5 years. The only thing that's going to come close is Amanda Nunes coming back, but we will talk about that later. Now, this is probably the biggest fight that we're going to get this year, and for good reason. JDM is 18-0 in his last 18 fights, 18-fight win streak. Islam Makhachev, biggest win streak in the UFC is at 15. He's one away from Kamaru Usman's record. Not Kamaru Usman, he's tied for Kamaru Usman. Anderson Silva's record. As of right now, I have Islam by sub round 2. But I recognize JDM as the threat he is. He absolutely could win this by a decision, kind of similar how to the Bilal fight played out. And I'm definitely biased for Islam. I want him to win. I want him to be the GOAT of the sport over Jon Jones. With that being said, JDM's style of get up and punish him I have a feeling will not be as effective for Islam, because the more you try to get up, the more that you have to give up those chances for Islam to get your submission, whereas Bilal Muhammad did not really have that submission threat. So, if Islam can get him down early, I believe that he can wear and tear on him, and I think that JDM is going to be stubborn and he's going to want to get up, which is going to make the fight way more exciting. However, it's also going to give Islam a ton of chances to catch a submission. I think he's going to get a submission probably round 2. He'll probably get a couple of attempts round 1, but obviously JDM's jiu-jitsu isn't just elementary, so I think he'll survive the first round, not too much of a problem. But I think when Islam can get him down again in the second round, he's going to get more desperate to try and get back up, just to prove a point that he can, and try to go after him again, and then he's going to make a mistake. Islam gets a submission. There you go. GOAT status for Makachev.